And the world's best team be dethroned by MRR.
That would be such an upset, and that sends a big message to the world about how good Korean HOTS is right now.
Yeah. Like, keep in mind that DK won Group B. This team didn't even win their group like Black did.
Yeah.
So DK could be winning this series. It's just MVP Black is a team that looks from the rest of the world, from the outside looking in, insanely dominant based on their performances, but they're the only Korean team that's really traveling. What if some of these other teams traveled? You know, they would definitely be destroying the foreign scene as well.
You know what? I think top 4 should make it to BlizzCon from this tournament. Just saying, like, from what we've seen so far, they're all so polished, so practiced, and so close to each other in terms of skill. It really is something else.
That it is. Well, we haven't talked much about Tuma's Spider Queen, but let me make it really simple for you guys. You turn in the gems. You get those from killing the spiders that actually have their abdomens formed by the gem itself. Then once you turn in enough of them, the spiders, the web weavers will spawn, one in each lane, and they'll push the lanes pretty quickly.
They spawn minions of their own as well to kind of tank for them. So you cannot really leave them unchecked, or they will just simply take down your forts and keeps.
The boss on this map is one of the riskier bosses in the game because it's easy to kind of surround the team that's going for it and prevent their retreat. So it's not like Sky Temple where you can start the boss. If things are going antsy, looking bad, you could just get out of there. You just simply cannot on this
It really
map.
is such a committal. Like, you just can't afford to... Unless you're, like, so far ahead, you've won a team fight, you know where everyone is. Like, a lot of things come into play, obviously, when you go for a boss, but there is no escaping if you choose him in this map.
All right, the draft phase, the most important now.
It's going to be an aggressive one, that's for sure. This map, known for its ganking, so many smokes, so much vision blocking objectives on the map.
Black does pick to take first ban. And will most likely see a Zeratul ban here. Black has banned him first every game. And there it is.
There we go. Especially on this map, Wolf. You do not want to be dealing with a Zeratul on Tomb of the Spider Queen, because he's going to be in your face. He's going to be every lane just constantly ganking where he can.
So we're going to see the same sort of early. Johanna, Jaina, sorry Sake, not going to happen again here.
They're going to miss out once more. Let's see if MVP change it up at all there. Are they going to play the same similar sort of concept the last game, or are they going to really mix things up again, maybe throw out the Butcher again? They don't have Divine Shield again for that sort of situation.
Are we going to see a Kerrigan either? You know, that's another question. Koja, not a bad Kerrigan player, but I don't think that this is the way to go about things versus MRR. Their vision, their map awareness is super on point.
That's true. That's an ambitious pick. It's not a bad one at all, though, especially for this kind of map.
We're definitely not going to see it at this phase either.
She's definitely a later pick. I do
Sonya,
like
though.
Sonya
and Kael'thas.
It's about time we saw some Kael'thas.
Might see that Flame Strike, double Flame Strike build in the late game.
Oh, it's hard to say. Most people went for the chain
bomb,
bomb, but it's kind of been nerfed, so it only hits 3 targets now.
I don't know about this Rhaegar ban, by the way, because now, we'll see. I mean, they can deny healers again, but MVP Black has already shown their Kharazim is strong.
I guess, well, they're probably going to go for Malfurion behind this.
I want a Muradin ban here or a Vala ban. Both, I think, are really, really the best possible bans for Black right now.
Yeah.
Block out Duck Duck's Muradin or block out Evergreen's Vala. I think Muradin ban is better because either way you can't block them from getting either Vala or Zagara. You can only stop one. So Evergreen's going to get what he wants no matter what.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say what the right choice is. What is Vala going to do well against in this sort of lineup?
Ban the Muradin.
All right.
That's right. That's what you got to do in this case.
It makes sense, too, because he already went for Sonya. You don't want to be slowed down by that Thunderclap at all. You want to make sure you have maximum sort of ability to do damage as someone like Sonya, or you're just not going to survive.
And Evergreen, as a result, will be able to pick up Vala.
Vala, and there's that Malfurion. So most likely, Kharazim going to be chosen once again. He does a lot of damage. I do like him in these fights with his 7-sided strike. It does a lot of work. Definitely puts him on the board. It's a big damage deal if you can isolate someone.
Who do we see as the last dealer for Black, though? Sylvanas, Nazebo. I like Nazebo personally.
Zagara is still available as well.
That's true.
But I don't think they're really worried about rotations from MRR. I think Black are the ones that really do the aggression in a lot of these games.
Yeah, very similar to Snake. All about the Merc steals, the aggressive.
Butcher and Kharazim.
Whoa.
All right. So they're going to go for the Butcher regardless of no Divine Shield. That's ambitious, but I do like it a lot.
What do you think about MRR's final pick here?
I think they react to it. I think... Well, I'm not sure, actually. We're just not going to find out.
We actually don't know. What?
We're going to find out in the game, it seems.
I'm like, you have to know.
I guess we just don't know. I guess we'll find out when the game loads.
Okay.
Oh, we're back. They're like...
Somebody pressed the wrong button.
Like trolling us.
ETC! ETC!
Wow.
The crowd is going crazy. ETC with Jaina and the Condemn. Condemn plus ETC's massive stun into Blizzard and the Cone of Cold, extra damage at level 16. The Wombo combo potential is real.
A lot of Wombo, a lot of gank potential as well. I do like this pickup. It's something we weren't expecting, that's for sure. Most likely going to be that mosh pit to tie up everyone. So if he gets it off, there's so much potential for a team wipe.
How the Korea meta has changed so much.
It just keeps evolving during these best of fives. There's mind games that go on.
At the beginning of the Korean meta, you and I were commentating Heroes of the Storm. ETC was considered one of the strongest heroes in the game. We haven't seen him in forever. We are going to see him here again in Game 5. MVP versus MRR. Let's get into Tomb of the Spider Queen. Game 5 on Tomb of the Spider Queen. MVP Black versus MRR. They fought their way here. Tell your friends about this one. Get everyone in here. There's still time. You do not want to miss this final game with this insane draft.
It's getting ridiculous.
No doubt, obviously, Duck, the player here on ETC. In fact, yes, it is. It's confirmed.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, man. There's got to be some fun team fights when they get the heroics. Both sides, just such interesting compositions. I love the Butcher once again, but does he have the survivability this time? And is he going to really regret, charging into someone like the ETC?
Oh, look at this. Already a good Condemn, and ETC coming from behind. Sign gets stunned. Does escape, but Domi barely escapes.
Very, very close. The Butcher's a scary hero on this map as well. The Onslaught going to create a lot of problems coming out of nowhere.
Duck tanking a lot of damage. He doesn't want to be tanking that much, though. So one of the reasons why ETC was considered to be the strongest hero for a time next to Stitches in Korea was because of his global presence on some of the bigger maps. At the time, our maps were much bigger overall.
The stage dive, yeah. Certainly not used as much anymore. I don't think we'd see it this game either.
I agree. I don't think he's going to use it. I'm just talking old Heroes history.
For sure.
Back at the time, Brightwing was also considered to be high tier for the same reason.
Yeah, how things change up with that. It's all about the team fighting ability with him now and that mosh pit to try and tie up everyone he can. There's a few interrupts there on the side of MVP. They do have Kalthos as well as the Butcher.
Yeah, the Butcher, a great way to interrupt from a distance. Already 25 stacks of fresh meat at 1 minute and 40 seconds. Great rotations to make sure he picks up all of those fresh meat. Fresh meats, I guess.
Fresh meats?
It's fresh meats?
I think fresh meat. I like fresh meat.
All right.
It's delicious. Well,
might have to get some after this broadcast. I'm pretty hungry.
Oh, here we go again. Ruthless Onslaught.
Domi is going to go down here easily. No, Duck saves him.
Somehow.
What?
Somehow.
What a crazy save there, just sliding.
That face melt, man, saving his life.
Made my heart melt.
It's such a good choice of hero, I think, for this sort of situation. Great sort of counter pick for the Butcher as well.
A quick turn in here, though, with that pressure, with that extra space that he gained from nearly a kill, is going to allow them 31 gem turn-ins. In Korea, for those of you who don't watch Korean meta that much, watch this map that much, usually turn-ins only happen when the team has enough for a full turn-in. They will never try to do this, but in this case, they had just enough space to actually make it work.
If you get space to do it, then they're off the map, right? You've invested them already. You don't have to worry about them anymore if you die. So it does make sense if you have the space, go for it. Look at this, we are seeing a first Merc rotation down in that south. Getting that, seeking that out.
4-manning it as well.
Yeah, they could actually push behind them as well.
It's really cool because Leoric is one of those heroes that can just easily deny gem turn-ins at the same time. So he just sat there, he had an escape.
He can deny, and he can also wave clear very quickly with Skeletal Swing. So there's always it's not a bad option at all. Keep him out there.
So they're just going to let these golems sit in the lane while they actually go ahead and take their bruiser. So they're just Merc rotating.
Hold on a second. Look at Kalthus's talents right now. We actually haven't been paying attention to it too closely, but I thought we were just going to see what we would expect. But he
got a Flame Strike upgrade as well as the mana on it.
Mana tap. So Flame Strike just gives back mana per enemy kill, so more sustainability in the lane, which is interesting. We don't normally see that. Normally we'll see something like Netherwind, so we can, you know,
his Gravity Lapse pick people up.
Disables a little bit easier.
It makes him a lot stronger for ganks on this map as well, so we normally see that picked here. So that's a really interesting one. Just going to allow him to push the lanes a lot faster and for a lot longer.
Just keep that presence in the lane always as well. As you still get his mana, it's just not going down.
That was a great Flame Strike right there, hitting nearly all members as well as those units. But we are going to see the first Spiders here go to MVP lockdown. Down here, the bot lane continue to keep things pushed, and let's see how they rotate with this. Are they going to just kind of keep the lane split?
I think at this point in the game, you're really not looking for forts. We'll see what they go and where they go. It looks like they're rotating down though, but it looks like more for a gank than a push. Hold that thought. I'm seeing the Web Weavers spawn now. And top of the mid are going to be let go. It's all going to be about that bottom.
Yeah. We do see the level 7 talents coming out here for these players now.
There we go. There's that Living Bomb upgrade, Fission Bomb. So it's going to be doing a lot more damage, a lot more area of effect as well.
Sign also going to have a much larger skeletal swing range at this level 7 talent, so he can reach a lot more lanes, push lanes a lot faster. Oh, look at that Flame Strike on top of everybody here. Domi getting very low. The Butcher is zoned, though. He's not able to get on top of him. Chungha, though, should die here to the exploding Living Bomb.
Yeah, very nicely done there. She had 10 gems as well, but look how many Duck has. 34 gems. Be the #1 target if they can get on top of him and just make sure they can't trigger those Web Weavers.
Sign with that level 7 talent can push these lanes so fast. They nearly get a fort, and they're going to now go into the middle, and basically they've eliminated all cannons now off the top and mid.
It's giving him quite the lead, you know. 2 levels up at this point, soon to be 1, but they're going to get their heroic talents long before MRR, which is going to prove to be a huge problem coming up here. They're going to get the turn in there. They're going to let go their top fort by the looks of things for a turn in.
That's only, okay, no, it's just going to be enough at 52. I'm bad at math.
Very interesting to see Leoric go for that increased skeletal swing range there instead of, you know, like his normal build where it's going to be the healing.
I actually like this on this map. It's what I always take on this map. So I'm like basically maining Leoric right now because it gives you the lane push so fast. You can basically wipe a lane. Once you have Burning Rage, well, you just drop that skeletal swing, you Q once, and then you stand there for a second, boom, the wave's cleared. You grab that globe as well for your regen.
Yeah, that does make sense, doesn't it?
It's good for this map especially.
Lamb to the Slaughter as well for the Butcher, so he's kind of going for that same build as last time we saw him. Trying to chain people down so they can't guarantee that gank.
Yeah, we do see that Phoenix of talent, of course, for Kalthus. No Pyroblast on this map.
Unfortunately.
That would be fun to see, but definitely not standard.
No, not these days.
These Spiders basically accomplishing nothing. These Web Weavers.
Well, look at the level difference right now. Nearly 2 levels this time around. MVP Black are not screwing around this game. They are determined to win this one very convincingly. It's still miles away is MRR from getting their heroic.
Sign taking a lot of damage, is going to have to walk away there. Does get healed by Mary Day. And we might actually see them try to rotate after this fort down to grab the Siege Giants at bot. Look at how much damage Coach is able to put on with this many fresh meat stacks. His auto attacks are insane.
Yeah, they're in such a lead right now.
He's like a little mini Dragon Knight with this
might
many
as well
stacks.
Be, yeah, with this many, like, the damage is certainly real, and they're going to go for the next turn, and they're not going to guarantee that the Web Weavers just yet. Oh, you know, very close.
Just barely not. Well, they have enough too, but...
Okay, here we go. 8 more, and they're going to claim that one.
Yep.
They do have that much. There we are.
There it is.
It's going to be... they really built the momentum behind this. Finally, MR going to have the heroics, but can they actually team fight this sort of situation? They're going to be down 2 levels again in just a moment's time.
Notice Sign with Leoric just does one skeletal swing mid, grabs the globe, goes top, skeletal swings it, grabs the globe. He keeps both lanes pushed for the Web Weavers.
Yeah, he's doing some great PvE right now.
Yep, straight up.
And He's like playing Diablo or something right now.
Hey, basically.
I like it.
Uh-oh, Duck taking some damage here, and there goes that 7-sided strike. He takes so much damage. The Ring of Frost, though, will slow this team down, saving them. Kocha falls, and Domi will escape great tranquility here by Buck, turning things around.
1 for 1 so far, but while it's still happening, hold that thought.
Jungha comes in from behind, but not going to be able to find much.
Jaina as well, almost going down here. Buck, the next target. They're all getting so low.
Oh, so close there.
So close. Working on the towers now. 2 levels up, looking for that level 13. Those level 13 talents, that chain bomb. Going to create a big difference in these fights from now on when Kael'thas finally comes online.
Because they were fighting for so long, both the bot and mid lanes are pushing down these cannons that are protecting the keeps.
They're just going to be working on every single entrance to the keeps here. But look at this, they're coming around from behind. Duck looking for that mosh pit.
He's going to grab 2 of them. Domi coming from behind, though, but very low.
Chain bomb
Kael'thas doing so much of that chain bomb. There's a 7-sided strike. Sign going for the chase here. Domi, skeletal swing goes down. There's the stun on Buck as well.
They're falling apart completely here.
And
this
look at
might
that.
be it.
Lambs to the slaughter. Jungho to the slaughter.
Jungho to the slaughter. 4 for 1 there. They're going to be working on their first keep. Are they going to go straight to the core? It's 9 minutes and a half. I don't know if they can this early.
I don't think they can, but they might be able to rotate down and get a second keep.
I think that might be the best choice in the situation. Work to level 16. There's that chain bomb talent, by the way.
Yep. Evergreen has no mana to deny.
Yeah, no chance at all of that happening. They're just going to be working on camps from here on out. Chain bomb activated. Love it.
Chain bomb is so good for taking Merc camps as well.
Wave clearing in general, it's godly. It's literally the best talent. I think there's a better one. Maybe Sylvanas.
Yeah, even after the nerf, it's just like so good.
I do miss like 8 things blowing up at once with Chain Bomb and destroying heroes at the same time there, but it was a little bit imbalanced. Like
destroying dreams, destroying keyboards, probably people quit the game after that.
I prefer Ignite in general there. Ignite was really the dream killer.
It really was.
That just actually like ruined the game. Unless you play Kael'thas, which I did.
I did too, man. You taught me the way. Well, 15 to 12, our biggest level gap we've had in this best of 5.
Complete beatdown. Looks like MVP Black got a little nervous here. They're like, we got to play our #1 A game. There's no more screwing around. We cannot afford to lose this at this point of the tournament.
There's a shot of Duck here. His ETC
happy.
pick not really working out so far.
No, he looked for one, like he looked for the magical mosh pit, just not finding enough there.
I feel like he's really strong in the late game, and sometimes he can turn fights around, but he's not going to be able to stop this boss take right now. Look at how quickly they do it.
They're coming on up here. They're going to try.
Sign denying them so well, though. And I think they're going to get the boss just before.
Yep.
And look at that Phoenix to zone as well. ETC gravity lapsed up in the air. Buck has to tranquility, and look at that. Oh, March of the Skeleton King. Or Black
damage.
King, excuse me.
March of the Black King. He's a Skeleton King as well there. And look at that. It's like,
disengage here, perfectly done. Sign will go down. Or not.
Somehow not.
Oh my God,
Somehow
that engagement.
Everyone survives, but level 16 about to come online for MVP, so another talent lead. And while the boss is working on their keep.
And the boss, likely to be taken out before this keep falls, but they're going to get the bottom keep instead. You can't defend both when you're 3 levels down like this, and there's giants pushing.
And there's a boss pushing the other. I mean, the boss at this late stage of the game as well, going to do a lot of damage. Here we go again, though. Johanna going to be initiating. Is it going to be worth it?
It's tough to say. All heroics down for both teams.
Mosh pit activated, ready to go, sorry. So yeah. Duck might be looking for it here.
That's the only one he's got. That could be the way he turns this fight around. He's just not able to find the angle he wants.
Everything coming online now for MRR, but they are down so many levels right now. Soon to be 14. Looks like they're going to catch up 1.
If Jungha gets a good condemn into an entangling roots, that's when he can have that insanely good mosh pit.
The team wipe mosh pit, that'd be the dream.
Once Blink comes online at level 20, that's when I feel personally ETC is the strongest, but they're going to have to survive a lot longer before that's going to happen.
That's right. And Kael'thas so confident. He's going for Fury of the Sunwell as his 16 talent, so he's going for that double flame strike as well.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting to see. And
pure confidence right there.
This is one of those things where the longer the fight goes on, you really have to think about where that second flame strike is going to hit. You have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, well, it's always just going to be there, so you're going to zone out for so much longer. It's a beautiful thing. Scary thing as well, but here we go again. Their last keep, they're defending here. Down 3 levels, 2 levels away from their 16 talents as well. MVP could be bullying these guys in a very easy way.
Phoenix was such a low cooldown, they're actually just going to kill this keep. Now, MRR is keepless at 13 minutes and 17 seconds. Going to be tough to do anything in this game to buy any space with constantly every spawned wave of minions will have a siege minion with it.
Yep, every lane getting pushed here. Meriday got to be careful.
Yeah, that was scary the way he went around there.
He's a little confident. He may be baiting out something. MVP could take a fight fairly easily at this point unless they really screw up a mosh pit.
The mosh pit is the scariest thing, but even 3 levels up, I feel like if everyone got mosh pit, they might still be able to win the fight.
I don't know. It's hard to say when you got Jaina on your side. She's always going to do some serious damage.
She needs her level 16.
Yeah, she does. She needs her Conan Cole to break
Northern Exposure,
yeah,
I believe is the name of that talent.
That's definitely it.
And
right. Pushing bottom by the looks of things here, and they do have those web weavers on the way. Everything looking to end in just a few seconds' time unless MRR can take that fight.
This is their moment. This is their only opportunity. They don't have the Blink Initiate. They don't have that Northern Exposure on Jaina.
Here we go again. Got to be so careful. Only 2 of them down here. If they got jumped on right now, they'd be in a lot of trouble.
Sage just dropping down more and more Flame Strikes to help zone. Duck Duck already taking some Living Bomb damage. Does, avoid that Chain Bomb. But look at this. 3 Web Weavers, and Kyocha already starting to put off that auto attack damage on Duck Duck.
Oh my god. Everything closing on them from all sides at this point.
It looks hopeless. Duck Duck eating so much damage. There's the Phoenix. And in goes Sonya. Duck Duck trying for the mosh pit. He only gets Karazim, and that is not going to do it.
That's not going to do it at all. Everyone getting wiped out from here. They're going to start working on the core, and that should be it. MVP are going to go to the finals.
That they are taking this win. Not easily, but very well deserved. Proving their dominance yet again, just like they did against Snake. Barely edging it out in Game 5, but a clear-cut victory in the final game.
A crisp victory right there. Very well played from them. Dominated as we expected. That's why we thought it was going to be a 3-0. Just how well these guys can play sometimes, but stumbling a couple of those games. Very unfortunate for MRR, but they certainly had a good showing here today.
The Duck Duck pick on ETC, an interesting one. Now, MRR is not out of this tournament, even though we are in our playoffs currently. They're going to go down now to the losers bracket, where they will face the loser of Tuesday's match between Snake and DK.
That's right. It should be a lot of fun as well. I cannot wait to see how that's going to turn out. Both teams so good. Every team in the top 4 deserves to be here. They're all playing such astonishing Heroes of the Storm at this point. It's so early on in the game.
Yeah, the level of play is so close for all these top Korean teams. I'd say even with the results today, any of these 4 teams could win the entire tournament and go to BlizzCon.
Here's a look at the replay of just how that last game went down. A lot more one-sided than any other game, I'd have to say. A huge level lead for MVP throughout most of it.
They always had all their lanes pushed, and that comes to that initial fight kind of starting to snowball things to where how much they could push the lanes. They took a second win in that fight as well. Leoric got the extra range on Skeletal Swing, and he kept rotating between lanes, grabbing every globe to help us regenerate, to help his resurrection rate. I don't think he ever died that game except maybe once, but
yeah, I think it must have been like once. It was very well played by Leoric there.
And it was just basically him constantly keeping the lanes pushed, giving them enough space to constantly turn in. How this map is normally played in Korea is you only turn in after you get a wipe. But in this case, they were like, all right, I got 1 kill. Leoric pushed both of those lanes, so now we can get a turn in.
Yeah, they found some very good spacing to do such a thing like that. Just great turn-ins constantly, and they never stopped doing it after they did it the first time. Constant web weavers.
Yeah. In this fight at the boss, where they were able to win the fight and have the boss, was just too much. That's when they really started to snowball that level lead. And here is, of course,
everything
their final moment.
Coming to a head. Web weavers from every direction there. It's such a level lead, 3. Didn't even get to level 16 talents, which they needed so badly. Great play from MVP Black, as expected.
They, again, show that they are not invincible. They are a great team. Most people consider them to be the best in the world. They have the best international results. But this goes again to show you how, like you said before, how good Korea is overall. These teams are really, really strong. And even when you look at the international champion that only dropped 1 game, 1 game only at MSI, MRR almost beat them.
That's right. Now here's a look at the results. Actually saw MVP Black take the first 2. We thought they were going to close it out 3-0, but MRR came back in a big way in Game 3 and 4. And then Game 5, Black really turned it on and just shut it down.
I have to say, big game players for MRR, Duck Duck and Evergreen. Watch out for those guys in the losers match. But on Tuesday, you and I will be back commentating Snake versus DK. to see who is going to advance to face Black and who will face against MRR in the losers match.
What a match this is going to be as well. If you thought today's match was close, these guys are on fire. Snake really took MVP Black to Game 5 as well. And Team DK, you know, they dominated Group B.
Yeah, they didn't drop a single map, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't imagine how these matches are going to go, but I'm so excited for Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday is going to be great. It's going to be at 7 p.m. for us, so we normally only do the Saturday cast. We are going to be doing the Tuesday one as well at 7 p.m., so 6 hours later than we normally would, but be sure to tune in. I know a lot of you guys watched today. I'm glad we got the hype building, but continue to build that hype going forward into this tournament.
Let everyone know this tournament's going on. We're seeing some of the best heroes of the Storm right now, and it's so exciting.
Some of the best production as well with a regular league, our first regular league in the world here in Korea.
That's right.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We'd love to hear feedback on what you guys think about our broadcast, as well as just what you guys think about us. I'm Proxy Wolf on Twitter. He is Moonglade AU. Hit us up, and we'll be seeing you guys again on Tuesday for some more Heroes of the Storm here at OGN, the Hot 6 Super League. Any closing thoughts, Moonglade?
Just another great day of Heroes of the Storm here in Korea, Wolf. And I'm looking forward to Tuesday to see even more of that.
Building the scene, building the fan base. It could not be possible without you guys at home. So please continue to spread the word about this tournament, and we'll see you on Tuesday.